It is currently March 18, 2020. My original plan was to travel around, but with everything happening, I don't think that's gonna happen. I started making this video before all this happened, so here's a video about it, of how to plan for a long-term trip, even though I may not be going on this. I'm probably not gonna be going on this long-term trip, or I'll be just for like a week or something. Oh, man. Should have went last year. I was planning to go last year. Should have went last year. Ugh. Now I'm stuck in Canada. I'm joking. I love Canada. And I am jobless because my place let everyone go. So that's fun. I guess I'll make more videos for you guys. The first thing I usually like to do is figure out which destination I want to go to. This time, I don't really know where I want to go, so usually I like to look at my scratch map that my lovely sister got me. Shout out to her, she's not that lovely, actually. So the areas I have been to already are the Caribbean, Europe, and Asia. So I haven't really gone to Africa and the Middle East or Central Asia and South America. So I would like to go to... I'm not going to tell you because I want to keep it as a surprise until up to the date that I actually get there. So let's pretend that I am interested in going to India. So usually I'll start off with that country and then I'll look around the area to see what other countries are nearby and might as well go there as well. So there's Sri Lanka nearby, Maldives, Nepal, Bhutan, Pakistan, Afghanistan, all the Stan countries I would love to go to. So yeah, let's start off with India. We'll pretend I'm going there. Once I figure out my destination, I like to figure out what I like to do. This year, I'm trying to not plan so much because I want to go with the flow. Overall, in the past, I have been planning to the T of where I'm gonna eat, sleep, walk to, party in. Just okay. But this time I just want to go with the flow. But I usually get some ideas from looking at my Lonely Planet book, or I Google things to do. Google's your best friend. He's everyone's best friend. And likes to tell you that you got cancer and then you freak out, but you actually don't. And then also the best thing I love is Reddits, subreddits. You can ask anything on there and you'll get a pretty good answer. Also, asking people that have been there that you know of. Usually they know the best spots as well. Or when you get there, locals. Locals are the best people to ask. And you could, if you speak the country. If you speak the language, you could always ask how to get around, and it's the best thing. But unfortunately, I don't speak that many languages, so Google it is. We're going to move on to the spending part. So we're going to get the flights, the accommodations, the insurance, and check to see if we need any visas. So for flights, I like to use the third-party website, which is Kayak, and that shows you like the cheapest way or the fastest way to get to the country you want to go to. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to pick, for example, India, and I'm choosing New Delhi because that's the closest airport to the Taj Mahal. That's the number one reason why I would want to go to India. And I chose March 22nd, and I like to make it flexible, so 3 days before or 3 days after, just in case it's much cheaper. And over here it indicates the color, so green means the cheapest, red is the most expensive, and yellow is in between. And in the past, I did not have good experience with QE.com, so let's avoid that. Cheapo Air is quite good. Cheapest is 778 and the best is 1021. There's a big difference in terms of time, so it's going to take 10 hours longer for the cheaper flight, and then so it's about $200 for 10-hour difference. I think I would like to pay $200 more for 10 hours of my life. So if I had to pick, I would do the 17 hours and 25 minutes, $866, and has one stop to London. Sometimes I actually don't mind the longer one, like the 23 hours. I wouldn't mind if there was a layover that was long enough that I actually could leave the airport and come back. so I could explore that city. So it's like a vacation within a vacation. So let's see. So that 23-hour one, let's see how where it layover is. And so it would have been this one, but I don't really trust QE, so I wouldn't do that. So the layover is 6 hours and 30 minutes, and it arrives at 2:55 p.m. So I like to check the time that it arrives too, because sometimes it arrives like at 9 p.m. and you're leaving 7 a.m. There's no point. I would not pick that one because you can't really do anything in the middle of the night. You're going to be staying at the hotel. But at least for this one, you get 6.5 hours, and you arrive in the middle of the day and you leave at night. So I would totally do that. I pay that extra $60 for 5 hours of my life. So I would do, if I had to pick, I'd pick this one right here. That's how I distinguish between which flight would be the best. So you have to like kind of weigh the time that you're spending and the money. So I would pay $50 more for 5 hours of my life. So that's like $10 an hour, basically. If that makes any sense to you. But yeah, so I would feel the deal and I would book this, and we got our flight. I don't need to buy any of the insurance with the flight because I'm going to buy my own insurance. For accommodations, I like to go to booking.com to New Delhi. I think I'm just staying in New Delhi for like a day or two, but then I'll go into Agra because that's where the Taj Mahal is. 2 nights in New Delhi, 1 adult. And then I like to add in filters. So I do, because I'm a broke ass. Let's do $0 to $77 a night. And what's important is the reviews as well. It has to be 7+, 8+, and 9+. Actually, let's do price. Pricey, we could do it as well. That might be actually faster. So I do lowest to highest. And then this time, instead of, I'll be looking at the distance from the center. So this is 8 kilometers from the center. That's quite far away. Whoa. $4.50 a night. Damn. Maybe that'll be worth it. See, this is 14. That's way too far from the center. 3.7, not too bad. 12, 9, 8, 1. Oh, 1. 1 is really good. I think the best one will be that 1. Oh, there's 1.4 kilometers. That's really good as well. So this is 14, 9, 1.3. They're around about the same price, like $13 for 2 nights. So that's like $6.50. Yes, so first I would look at the distance, the price, and the review, and then the amount of people in the room. So this one has 12 people and it's mixed gender. For me, I don't really care about mixed gender, but I feel more comfortable in females because I could actually change in the room. I don't have to leave the bathroom or something like that. Or if it has, like, this image has curtains, so I could just close the curtains and change as well. A lot of people respect your privacy. They're not gonna like peek through unless they're a creep. So then the other one was 1.4, also high, 8.2, and it's $12, so $1 cheaper. And this one has less people, 8 people. And there was a third one I was looking at that was also about 1.1 kilometers, 7. That's about 8. That's pretty good for $11 for 18. Oh, 18 people. So one has 8. So 18, 8, 10 less people, and 12. So 12, 8, and 18. And they're just like about $1 difference. So price, I would not say is a factor. It's only $1 difference. So it's the distance. So it's 1.4 compared to 1.1 and 1.3. So they're all about 15 minutes walk from the center, so that's not so bad. The reviews are about the same. So I guess because they're very similar with each other, I would go for the one that has least amount of people, I would say. Or if one of them included breakfast, I would take the breakfast one because that would save you more money. Look into that 8-person dormitory. In the past, I've done dormitories that had like ranging from 4 people to 20 people, 20 females. What's found amazing was that in the 20 people room, there was only 2 toilets, 2 sinks, and 2 showers. But whenever I was there's only like 1 other person there, so it was never like fully occupied, which I was so surprised. I guess because people showered either showered in the day or showered in the night, the preference. So it was never full, and people wake up at different times as well. I was looking into, so let's check it out. So at the top, it would show like the images of the actual hotel, hostel. So you see like the cleanliness of the place, like, and the different common areas. So like the kitchen and the lounge and then the bed. And you could kind of look at the bottom here. That's where you can bring your lock and lock away your stuff. So that's good. Make sure that they always have a locker. And then usually, because your whole bag doesn't fit, so I'll just put my bag like onto the side there. But this is pretty good. The only thing is no curtains. Sometimes I would actually pick, oh, another factor is the curtains. Like, I love having curtains for my bed, so it's like you're kind of having a bit of privacy, but not really. It's like a thin privacy. So maybe I'll actually go for the other one because it has curtains. So then we just go down here and then just click onto this. For the longest time, I didn't know that when you click on that, it'll show the actual room that you would be in. Because in the past, it was like a surprise to me. I would never know how my room looks like. And I like how they give you towels as well. Not bad. Maybe I'll try to look at the other one. The one that looked like they had curtains. This one didn't look like it had curtains, and there's like 18 people. Let's do the 12 people one. See how this one has curtains? Ooh. See, I like how it looks a bit more vibrant, and oh, that looks spacious, but I think that's a double one. Or do I get the whole bed? Like, it just looks so much more welcoming and like cleaner, like more modern. Oh, that looks so nice. Okay, look at this image compared to this one. Like, one looks way more welcoming than the other one. Like, I would love to stay in this. And then you see the bathroom. Oh, another thing that's really important is having your own private bathroom. Because in the other ones, if it's common bathrooms, it's like 10 different rooms sharing one. But these, if you have your private bathroom, it's like only your room using that bathroom. Yeah, but just based off of this image and this one, I would actually just pay the extra dollar and use this one. And like the locker is like right where your bed is, which is awesome. And there's a lot more ground space to put your bags to like get your clothes out and stuff. So I would book this one, even though it has like 4 more people, but yeah, it's $1 more. Honestly, I would pick this one. So that's how I would decide which hostel I would pick. Now, to figure out which countries that a Canadian passport needs a visa, I just Googled that onto Google Chrome. And the first one that kind of popped up was Wikipedia. I know we're not supposed to use that as a reliable source because anyone can edit it, but it's been working for me in the past and it's been accurate for the other countries I've been to. So, yes, so then I just usually go through here and find the countries that I'm going to. So for example, we said India. So let's go down to I. It needs an e-visa. So e-visas you can get when you arrive, I believe. No, you have to get it beforehand. Okay, no, e-visas you have to get beforehand. Visa on arrival, you can get it on arrival. Visa not required, you don't need it. But it's weird, but I think you can get it when you arrive there too, because I went to Turkey and I didn't realize I needed a visa, and I was able to purchase it there for 50 euros. Luckily, the Canadian passport, you can go to a lot of countries without a visa, which I am blessed because some of these visas are quite expensive. I went to Russia and the visa was like $200 something. It was ridiculous. And then Vietnam visa was about $80. India needs a visa. The places I went to were HQ visa, but I feel like their visas are more expensive side. I was able to find one in Chinatown as well. It was like 1/3 of the price, so I'll probably try to go back. See, this one, the site, you can check to see if you need a visa or not. And it tells you how you can get it. Oh, that's expensive. Multiple entry for 1 year. Oh, it takes 3 to 5 business days. $226 for this visa. And then as for insurance, there's different options that you can do. There are travel credit cards. So yeah, Scotia is 10 days, BMO is 21 days, TD is 21 days, RBC is 21 days, but in non-sanctuary countries. Aventura, which is CIBC, is 15 days.
because my trip is way longer than any of these credit cards, I'll be going to... I read a lot of reviews and it's quite good. It's good for like digital nomads. It's called Nomad Travel Insurance. Right here. So this asks the residence. So Canada. So it's good that you could put multiple countries in it. So pretend I am going to India, Nepal, Maldives, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan. Okay, let's pretend that's it. And then pretend I am going to all these places for the durations of 2 months or 2.5 months. Set. And the country of residence, Canada. Spelled Canada wrong. Province is Ontario. It's one person, and I am 25 years old. Let's get a quote. Okay, well, it turns out they won't be able to cover me, so hopefully I don't get sick there if I do go there. Let's take those out. $280 for about 2.5 months. So that's not too bad for the standard plan and the Explorer plan. The difference, I'd say, if we go down, is trip delay is less. Just like some things are much less, which isn't so bad. Trip delay, because we're kind of going with the flow. It doesn't matter if we're delayed or not. We're not really on a time schedule or baggage delay, but we don't, well, I just can't have a carry-on, so I don't have to worry about that. And voila. If I was traveling under a month, I would say just use the credit cards, or I think you could even use the credit card for 21 days and then buy the insurance for the rest of the days on here. So you're saving a bit of money. I guess the younger you are, the less insurance you have to pay because you're more healthier, I guess.
So the next part is all about getting your finances out of the way. So basically you're going to call your bank to let them know, or your credit cards to let them know that you're going to be traveling, so they don't freeze your card when you're traveling and then you're screwed because you don't have enough money on you. So I'm just going to call my bank and just let them know. And also it's a good time to research places to exchange money as well. So I went to Goldem FX and they only had 50% of the currency that I needed. So I was thinking of actually taking out some US money as well, because a lot of countries take US dollars. The rest I'll be using on my credit. Oh wait, why did I press talk?
Verification purposes, please key in or say the last 4 digits of your credit card or line of credit account number. Now please key in or say the 3 digits printed to the right of the signature panel on the back of your card. Thanks. As of today, your balance is $622.16.
Oh, a lot of money.
Your call will be recorded and could be used for quality and authentication purposes. Please stay on the line. A customer service representative will be with you shortly. Thank you.
Hello, I just want to let you know that I'll be leaving the country, and I just want to make sure that they don't freeze my card when I do.
Okay. Typically, there's like an international flag on the card, anyways, meaning you can use it when you're out of the country.
Okay.
Yes.
I have another credit card as well. Yes, so it would be, it doesn't have to be like to exact, I could just say like about, like roughly, right? Yeah, so I'm planning to, sorry, it's really staticky. So I'll be going to, I don't have the end date, but it'll be from March 22nd till, I'll just say 2 months from then. So or 3 months from then. So I'll just say, yeah, June 22nd or something like that. Thank you, I will. Have a great day. Bye. So nice, so concerned about me. Everyone's telling me not to go. I know I shouldn't be going. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. But one thing is, I am very healthy. Second thing is, people are gonna bitch at me because yes, I can get it. But of course, if I do, knock on wood that I don't, I will quarantine myself and make more videos. I'm just joking. Yeah, I take it very serious, but I am not the type to let fear. I feel like it's just all in media. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And if I'm not, I'll be fine. When packing, it's best to figure out what the weather is going to be like in the countries that you're going to, or even the cities. Well, in my case, I'm going to be going into spring/fall. So I'll be packing a few long pants, but mainly summer clothes, I'd say. And the best packing tip is to roll up everything and put them in packing cubes. Packing cubes will save you, as it did for me. Next day, tôi sẽ hay rất là quyết định ở tiền nhau nha. Xong rồi March or April tôi hay travel đại độ幾個月。
去邊度幾個月先？有兩個嘢先嚟講俾我聽。而家人家個個都唔敢去邊度啊！你啊，成日揾住地方去啊！你有冇嘢事你冇翻嚟啊？費嘢我成家人啊！你同邊個去？
自己去。
你爆自己得咁去，你佢第二個親戚添啊？去邊個親戚？
我講啲跟住乜乜都唔知。
有咩唔知啊？人家個個都病喺屋企啊！而家個個都唔敢去邊度啊！你就去第二個親戚。我要近邊度？
我都冇邊個病嗰度。我講乜乜都唔知，我講真。
我近要 N 啊！冇人去，點解你前日一次去啊？去份幾個蚊，幾多個蚊？嚇？幾個蚊？幾個蚊？
啊，攞3個，咁樣我去添。
哦，點解你咁樣翻工？你唔翻工，你淨係去？
So I told her, and as you heard, she was flipping out. A weight has been lifted off my shoulders though. And now for the next part, when I come back and I go again for like a whole year, and then I want to move to Vancouver, I don't know how she's gonna take that. But it's done. It's time to live my own life. Why do I feel so bad though? Alright, I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Okay. Can't wait for this adventure to begin. Bye guys.